This is a Body Armor energy drink bottle with the labeling peeled off, cut off with the scissors and peeled away. I am using itself as a vessel to make a dreamsicle. Well, I am here to say that I know who you are mentally ill, and now it's not me, it's you. Somebody did something mentally ill today in the threatening. And I see it from heaven, and I know that I'm not alive here, if not for you people being mentally ill at this point. Do you know how to be mentally ill? Well, if you know how to diagnose myself as being diagnosed as mental illness, do you know how to be mentally ill yourself at this time? So in case of an emergency of being mentally ill without a diagnosis or with a diagnosis, do you know what to do? So now that I'm not in public anymore, well, tomorrow I'm receiving a delivery between the hours of 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. So there is that problem. I have turned off the notifications of subscriptions that I found on the internet as is for Charles Toe YouTube channel. The subscriptions were just that way. And some of them, not all of them, but some of them have notifications that light up. And I turned off those notifications after they've been on for as long as I've been using the YouTube channel, and I didn't turn them on myself. So I turned them off, and I am hoping that will quiet down the peanut gallery of who penises leaving comments to myself about what they think about my videos. And I'm not done making the content yet. I'm done in that I don't need to, but I'm not done yet because you're not on the internet in karma. You're there in chokhmah, but you're not on the internet in karma. So that's you needing to be in jails and prisons every time you tell me what you think. So I just leave it as that really it's for God, but I see the notification, so that's alarming the front door the wrong way. I don't want to pay for the notifications anymore, so I turned off the ones to the subscriptions that are already there, but the subscriptions, I did not turn that off. Who penises galore. You are due homeless on that point. You have no home in the threatening that I made today, which is Joel Cohen, the Hudong Luck that is no longer with us in the threatening. He did leave you behind, and you are some part of his part of myself, and I don't afford it. I don't actually afford you are lower than what he is when you're here, and I don't afford he doesn't know what you are because he is not here in a penis genital. You have two different sides of the argument, but you don't have a true composition either way because I am myself deceased right here. That means people who are alive right now in a penis genital, you are not really truly reflecting what your composition is because I am deceased. That means you don't hold alive no matter what. And then for Joel Cohen, Hudong, who's not alive in a penis genital at all, he never did go through the time and know his own composition himself here. I make my own sex. I need you to bring in the delivery of supermarket food to the front tile floor outside the front door locking right here and leave it there for me. If you think someone is going to come and look for itself, you need to stand there and watch it until I open the front door. No knocking. I don't knock on the front door to see if you're out there. You don't knock on the front door to see if I'm on this side of the front door. This you need to watch the food and anyone who might be near the food and yourself. And if you need help, you need to call for backup. And if I find something is missing, I would need the store to bring it because you're trying to count everything and make me a custodian immediately with the door locking, and I don't actually have the only key to the gate, so you aren't really supervising the gate key the way you must, which is that you need to worry about yourself and the food And if I don't have everything that I ordered, then you need to send somebody else to bring it here. You don't want to do any of the work that it is to bring the food out of the supermarket. But you wouldn't believe if I told you how much heavy leverage it is to get you to bring the food to me at my age. You don't afford me. You have to do something about yourself. I have a sky-high mental capacity. I'm not impressed with your comments on the internet talking about my psychiatrist. One psychiatrist. You mean the current psychiatrist? I don't have a current psychiatrist because of the plural psychiatrists I've had in the past. I don't have a current one now. So I'm really impressed that you think I know how to go to a psychiatrist, and then after that, you think I know how to talk to a hoopiness. How come you're not a hoopiness who knows not to talk to somebody who has a psychiatrist, according to you? When do you don't talk to somebody because you have a hoopiness? And you're not insulted because you don't have a problem? You can talk right over your penis to anybody who's not yourself, including me, and I have a sky-high mental capacity to be on the internet. Sky-high, and there are still critics out there because you don't know how to go to jail and prison on the point that you're not myself. And if you see me on the internet, you don't actually afford to see me. Your eyes are stolen, your head is stolen, your penis is stolen, you have a DICK, you're illegal. You're completely illegal with BALLS. You're illegal, and you want to talk to me about my psychiatrist you can't afford because you didn't pay the psychiatrist yourself with that you had to have your penis amputated and hand it to a psychiatrist. If you have a penis and you want to talk to me about my psychiatrist, you have to go to jail, prison, decease the address, go into the mortuary, have your penis amputated, and then put it in a box and send it to my psychiatrist. You can't because the address is deceased that way. You're talking over that your address is due to be deceased. So if I say you need to be in jail and prison and you need deceasement of address of the prison so that you die in God, you die in the out of the order because you have illegal genitals. Through the comments, I'm seeing you talking over your illegal genitals and expecting me to answer you after I have disclosed the order in the videos. Maybe you didn't watch them all, but I made them all. That's why you can't talk to me in a comment. You say things to me over that I already disclosed leverage. You need your address deceased. And then I'm not there and you're not talking to me. You wouldn't think about me. You wouldn't be talking to me. It's not in dispute. So, Homeless Solutions, Honolulu, Hawaii. You have a hoopiness that's not holding any effect right now, and I don't know him personally. If I say his name, it will bring back the wrong memory. It's true that I don't know him personally. Someone who lived at the end of the hallway to the left of where I would look out the door to the left. He lives down there. Um, I don't actually remember his name right now. You're trying to kill me with occupying the threatening. And the blasphemy about occupying the threatening is that everybody knows me personally, talks to me about myself, and then when I'm deceased, you talk over deceased about yourself. And you're not deceased with yourself. You talk with yourself over deceased about myself, and you're not deceased ever that way. And you're more damages just voluntarily because you don't know how to go to jail and prison without being told. Well, I'm saying it now in the videos, but I'm not checking up on any of the viewers the way you're leaving comments to myself. If you go to jail or prison, I would not know, and that's the point. It is yourself that needs to save yourself. I want to know what you're getting out of that if you all gather together, if you agrees together and oppose myself. I want to know why you do that. I want to know what you feel because you don't feel what I feel, which is you don't see where that will be further in the future. And you just did that for 45 years. And you don't know where that's going in the afterlife. And I don't really want to be in that with you. I'm deceased here, but I have a small overlord trouble from time to time during the day. The overlord, it is still from time to time an upset. I'm waiting for deceased and hoping that overlording will be deceased and then I'll be myself. My genitals are deceased. They are disclosed as mutilated. You mostly don't bother me anymore, but I still have an overlord that sometimes stirs it up around here. Well, I don't want that anymore. I want to be what is normal to myself. So if you talk to me about my psychiatrist by saying, state your name and your psychiatrist, yeah, I guess that's better than your hoopiness boyfriend, but it's a hoopiness psychiatrist. It's still you talking over some problem of mine, and it's not yours, and it's not about you, but you don't stop talking. Richard, letter. WTF files. So when are we done with Scream? You know, that I am God deceased. I'm none higher than he deceased. And everybody who sees these videos will stop asking me about if I'm seeing a psychiatrist so that I know that nobody believes what I say in the videos that are posted on YouTube with views on them. So what do you have to say, none higher than he in heaven? Well, are you using that Scream as security for yourself? I'm not going to help you with that.